All right, guys, we are live. I see Kino Kid in the chat. We have L&D Adventures. Says hello to Anastas. We got Blair G. How's it going, Blair? I just got this tonight, actually. It is a Caesar, and it's from the Keg here in Canada. This is 7%, so this should be a good drink. I'm also on the Labatt's Blue.
Oh, there you go. That's much better.
And we're being joined by Anastas. How's it going, buddy?
Going well. Going well.
It's got to be like over a year since we did one of these, eh?
I don't think it's been quite a year, but it's been a
maybe
while.
not. Maybe in the spring last year.
Yeah, there was one we did. I don't know. It probably wasn't the best of the drunk talks, but yeah. But yeah, no, it's good to be back on.
Yeah. So let's see. L&D is here. Sorry we missed your premiere tonight. Busy cooking up late dinner. Always talking to Kino. Bobby says hi. And Candy says bye, Bobby. We got Degen, Jenny, and me in here. Hey, boys, wicked awesome. Yeah, we got 26 people in
Awesome.
the live stream so far. So, guys, hit that thumbs up if you can. And yeah, now I have a question. And
Sure.
I seen on Kino Kid, he hit like $3,500 on Kino.
Oh, wow.
What's the tipping situation when you hit a hand pay? Do you know? Is there like a certain amount?
You talking to me?
Yeah, I'm talking to you, dude.
I've never hit a hand pay. I honestly don't know. Tipping's very personal. I mean, if you talk to Scott from Vegas, whatever his website is.
Vegas.
Yeah, he'd probably tell you to give the entire hand pay plus another 10% to the attendant. But I don't know. I mean, 3,500. I don't know. I would say maybe 50, $100. But if
Blair
people
G
gave,
says 1% tip. So before we went on, I actually sent a DM to Vital Vegas and I said, dude, what should I tip if I ever hit a hand pay? And he's like, a lot of people are on the 1%, but I don't think he buys into the 1%. He said if you hit 50 grand, then 1% is probably fine. But I think he's expecting us to be tipping better. I don't know.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you hit like 1,200, 1,300, 1%, what is that, like $12? That's probably not going to get it done, but
yeah,
I don't know.
I'd probably throw like 20. I guess, maybe. You see, the thing, my problem with the it's not a problem with the attendance. My thing with tipping the attendants is they do, like, you never see them. They don't do anything for you. It's like all of a sudden you won money and they show up and it's like, I know it's customary to give them a tip, but it's like, a waitress or a bartender, they're constantly, assisting you, doing stuff for you. An attendant is just, oh, hey, you won, here's your money.
So Kino says he did he tipped $40 on his 3,500. So that's pretty close to the 1%.
Yeah.
And Blair says 1% of 3,500 is $35. Right. So he actually went above and beyond the 1%. So
yeah, I mean,
I really don't have an opinion on it. I just thought it was an interesting topic. So
yeah, I hope I'm in that position one day.
I hope someday I will hit that. But some tells me playing blackjack or on the video machine or Texas Tea isn't going to get me that hand pay. So
yeah.
Like Scott messaged me back and says, "What about you?" I'm thinking, yeah, you're talking wrong guy. I'm not hitting a hand pay, dude. But yeah.
Yeah, is this the Chippendales alum live stream? Not in this reality, no. But that's pretty good, TC.
I missed that. Hello, TC.
So now you're not back in Vegas until July. That's a big gap for you. Did Buffet Princess put down her foot down on you?
No, not really. Usually I'm once every 3 months. So, like last year I went in March, then I went back in June, then I went September, and then December. And then again this past, or like in March again. So it's usually once every 3 months for me.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It seems more frequent, but yeah, that's a perfectly reasonable amount of time.
Blair says I tipped $20 to the bartender and 20 to the dude who brought me my money when I won 2K on video poker. Very cool.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's like there's no I don't know. You ask 10 people, you'll get 10 different answers.
Right.
It's, you know, I consider myself I don't consider myself a cheapskate when it comes to tipping, but I also don't consider myself as someone that likes to go overboard just for the sake of going overboard.
Hey, Walt, how's it going, buddy? Thanks for dropping in. We got Cinnamon in here. How's it going, Sin?
Hey, Cinnamon. Cinnamon's been a good help behind the scenes as I am contemplating and getting my channel ready to possibly relaunch. So thank you, Cinnamon.
Okay, so that'll lead us into the talk on cruising for a little bit, because Ryan's got some cruises booked. But today, what did you message me? Talk about this channel you messaged me about today, Ryan.
The Cruising Sisters?
Yeah, the Cruising Sisters.
Yeah, so I mean, I've been watching a lot of cruising vlogs from for the last couple months since I booked my cruise, you know, just research and to get ideas and stuff like that. And I came across one. It's a couple of young sisters, probably in their 20s or so, and I realized they were from. I knew they were from Canada. I knew they were from Ontario. And then in one of their vlogs, they for some reason showed their boarding pass or their cruise card, and it had like their full name on it. I'm like Anderson. And then just on the last vlog I watched, which I think is their most recent, they said their hometown was London, Ontario.
Right.
And I'm just like, okay, I'm like, this is kind of funny, but they're way too attractive to be in Mark's family tree. But I just had to ask him to confirm.
Mark.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is funny. They are my cousins, eh? Legit.
Yeah.
No. But yeah, I went and checked out their channel. It's quite cool. So if you're into cruise vlogs, check them out.
Yeah. Now they were almost exclusively Royal Caribbean. I did see them do. They did a Norwegian one as well, but it's funny. There is a lot of loyalty in the cruising from what I've seen, and Royal Caribbean seems to have the most loyal people. It's like they cruise just that cruise line, but it's interesting. But there are some that go to whatever has the best
Colin says they're Penny's Mormon wives.
If Liz is okay with that, then go for it.
Cinnamon says, I'm offended Brian did not ask about cruises. Not like I worked for a cruise line or anything. Oh, hush up, Cinnamon.
I do things on a whim. I mean, really, this one so I'm going on my very first cruise Saturday. And it's a Caribbean cruise, and it's something I've wanted to do for a long time, but I had a few different issues. First of all, primarily being a solo traveler, you kind of get screwed as far as cruising is concerned, because
Right.
in most cases everything is double occupancy, so you end up paying twice the fare. I didn't know much about like the tricks in navigating my way through. I've become a bit more savvy now, but one of my big issues is I was always looking at the cruises out of Boston, and I've now come since found out that the cruises out of Boston are insanely expensive. It's just the port fees out of because that's primarily going to Bermuda or it's going up to Canada, and the port fees for all those places are very, very high, as well as they tend to use smaller ships, and I don't know, everything's more expensive. So that was setting things in my mind at a higher level than they really were. Um, and then, so Mark was preparing to go on his cruise. I saw my father and stepmother over Christmas, and they had booked a cruise to go to Alaska. And at that point, I was just like, screw it. I'm like, I really want to do this. There happened to be a good sale on when I looked, and I found a price that was really good, including the drink package. And then I realized it wasn't a whole lot more to do the balcony, so I booked it. Made a mistake, lesson learned. Pay more attention to the calendar when you're booking, because I didn't realize it was Easter weekend that I
Right.
did this, and so hotels and flights were a little, well, flights were a lot higher than I would normally have paid to go to Florida.
Yeah, I got screwed big time when I stayed in Fort Lauderdale. I think we paid like 220 US for the night.
Yeah.
So,
My hotel I think is 135, but it's in Hollywood, which is adjacent to Fort Lauderdale, um, and it's a little farther away. I lucked out; I didn't pay for it. I had points from my work reward system, so I had them use it. But yeah, Fort Lauderdale is getting up. I mean, because I spent like, what was it, 5 days there, just after COVID started breaking up a bit, and I had a really good price. And now looking around, I can't find anything remote for that price down there.
right, right.
Um,
Let's see who's dropped in here. We got PJ Slots in here right now, and we
hey,
got
PJ.
Ashley from Vegas Legacy in here. So hello, everyone. If I've missed anyone else, hello. Penny spends more on his rooms before and after his trips. Vegas tips and tricks. Yeah, I paid because I got stuck in Vegas last trip. My flight got canceled. I think I paid like 140 for Excalibur. So
Oh,
that was a tough
geez.
pill to swallow.
Yeah. And Blair is right. That was a pretty sketchy place you stayed before your cruise.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah. I definitely wouldn't book that again. But see, when you're flying in there and then you got to spend a Saturday night,
Yeah.
that's the
Yeah.
the
See, I I think going forward, I'm pretty secure in you're not supposed to fly in the morning of, but being in close proximity to Logan Airport, there are so many flights going down there that unless it's the winter, I think moving forward, I'll plan to do morning of, because I can usually get like a 5 or 6 a.m. flight there, and I'm not too concerned about. I mean, never cruise without insurance, anyways. But so I'm not too concerned about that, because you usually have up until like 3 or 4 p.m. to actually get on the ship. So um, it's because it's like tonight I'm going to get down there to the airport about 8:30. By the time I get to the hotel, checked in and all that, we're talking probably 9:30 or so, and then I'm going to get up and go to. So it's just like paying for almost nothing.
Yeah.
So I think, unless, like I said, unless it's the winter when I'm really concerned about flight cancellations, I'll probably start. I'll probably plan on day of.
Hey, Kissy Cat and L&D wants to know, will you be vlogging Vegas again?
It's a good question, Lisa Drew. Excuse me. I've been pondering my vlogging future, and right now, I mean, my goal was never to be a Vegas vlogger. When I first was interested in doing it, it was to record for myself, but also for travel in general. And my goal was always, to go out and see other places. And somehow that morphed into me starting to go to Vegas more and more often and all that. And there's so many people that do Vegas and do it better than I do. That I kind of, and then, COVID hit and that kind of set things back. So I'll say probably I will. My intention now, and we'll see if I follow through with it, because I have a lot of different travel scheduled right now. I've got this cruise. Next month I'm going to England. Um, then I've got another cruise. Then I'm going to Vegas in September. I'm going to Thailand again at the end of November after Thanksgiving. So I've got some varied
Lady
places I'm
boys.
going. And I'm really hoping to get back into that. Maybe refine my style a little bit, but that's my hope. Anyways, and um, I'll be in Vegas in September when a whole bunch of other people will. So there'll probably be a lot of overlap. So I'm not sure how well that'll come across. So I'll probably try to edit those into pretty quick, short blogs.
Okay, we got Eleanor in here. How's it going, Eleanor? Um, let's see. Kino spouting off about some. Oh, Kino says the Anastas is hashtag on the move. Jenny and me wants to know, Ryan, what do you do for a living? I don't know if you want to talk about that or.
Yeah, I'll be pretty vague. I mean, I work in biotech, which is basically the biological manufacturing of drugs, primarily for orphan diseases, which are diseases that affect a very small number of patients. And I work in compliance, and so basically, the reason I've got so
Kissy
much
Cat
time.
says you're an international playboy.
The reason I have so much time off is I work 12-hour shifts on a rotating schedule, 2 on, 2 off, 2 on, 2 off, 3 on. It's basically, I work 7 shifts over a 2-week period, so I have a built-in extra 3 days off. I've also been there quite a while, so I've got 5 weeks vacation, and being a salaried employee and not an hourly employee, a day of vacation for me equals 12 hours, where most people that would count as 1.5 days of vacation. So I've got extra time off that way. And so in a lot of cases, I can, like most of my Vegas trips, will only take like two days off.
Yeah.
Plus it's 365 days a year, and so I work holidays if I'm scheduled, but I get in lieu or comp days for that. So I use those towards my vacation time as well.
All right.
Hope.
Yeah. If anyone's wondering, I got 0 days on, 3 days off, 0 days on, 4 days off, 0 days on, 5 days off. So, yeah. Oh, we got Denise Zuckerman in here. Hello, Denise.
Hey, Denise.
How's it going? So, yeah, Liz and I really liked our cruise. I definitely would do another one. I'm thinking maybe next March. Hopefully that'll work out for us. But
yeah, if I mean the one thing is, if you do March, and you're doing Carnival, just be aware that that's spring break time. And
yeah, I know.
So
we're kind of limited when we can actually do it because of Liz's job.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm really looking forward to it, and like I said, I kind of, when I get into something, I kind of like go overboard a little. So, like you heard me mention, I do have another one scheduled. I'm actually not going to go.
How many are you at right now? Have you hit 5? I think you've hit 5 trips you've booked on cruises.
I'm not going to say that. I will say I have 3 cruises that are fully paid for at this point. One of them, though, so I got an offer from Mohegan Sun in Connecticut. I get offers all the time. Concert tickets, kitchen giveaway equipment and stuff like that. But on this one, it was like, okay, reserve your spot to pick up this voucher for a free cruise from Princess or Holland America. Now, I assumed this was like a 3 or 4 day, thing. And I wasn't even sure I was going to go pick it up. But I did go pick it up. And it turned out that it was a 7 to 10 day cruise on Princess or a 9 to 12 day cruise on Holland America.
Wow.
And so I booked. So I booked a 12-night Panama Canal cruise on Holland America, paying just the port fees and taxes, which was like $595. And that's higher than normal because the Panama Canal fees are super high. Most other cruises that I probably would have only had to pay like $250 out of pocket. They were also running a good deal on upgrading on drink pack. They have a have it all package. And so for a 12-night cruise, so it's usually $100 a day, and this was 50% off, so it was $50 a day. But with that $50, I got Wi-Fi, I got my drink package, up to 15 drinks per day. I got $200 to use towards shore excursions, which I've already booked the shore excursions for. So it was $600. That's already bringing it down to $400 in total cost. Plus, I get 2 nights of specialty dining, which is they normally pay dining. So it was an unbelievable deal. The Panama Canal cruise was one of the ones I had earmarked as kind of a bucket list type thing, and so I'll be doing that next February. And it'll be while the Super Bowl is going on, so I hope they have a good party on the cruise.
All right, Blair Jesus, how many teeth have you had pulled on your days off, Penny? So it's turning into a ritual. Penny needs to pull a tooth every day off. Tom and Mindy said, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and Kino. Tips and Tricks says, let's see, what did Tips and Tricks said? He made a comment about hello, everyone, and Kino. Jenny and me said, where's Liz? She's in the other room. So, yeah. Now, I was teasing, we got Vegas to Cali in the house. Hello, Steph. How's it going?
Steph.
And we got Kino Candy in here. Kino is so popular. He is. And, but anyway, so Ryan's booked somewhere between 3 to 5 cruises, and I like to give him a hard time that he's going to go on this cruise and get really seasick the first time. He's convinced he's not going to, but you will have to watch the vlogs if they happen to see how he makes out on this first cruise. I'm very excited to see what you think.
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, when I was a kid, I would get sick on long drives, but by the time I was a teenager, that was gone. And I mean, I've been on boats in much smaller boats, and I was in a smaller cruise ship going from I think it was from Fort Lauderdale to the Bahamas, just like a one-way thing, not an actual cruise, and that was fine. But you never know.
All right, we have Coco in here. We have Mike Nebaker. How's it going, Mike? And
Hey guys.
yeah, so we also should discuss a little bit. We are all going out in September. JR's going to have his 60th birthday. The way he drinks, I can't believe he made 60. Can you?
Oh man, it's living the life. But yeah, no, it should be a good time. It's
Blair G says that motion on the ocean, rolling waves can be brutal. You know what? For me, it didn't affect me at all. Liz, a little more. Sometimes at night, she thought it was a little rougher, but yeah, it didn't affect me at all. So I think you'll be fine.
Yeah, I think so. I know I've probably been in worse shape in Vegas after a night, so.
Nebaker says JR is going to have to budget for lost shoes. Oh, funny story. So I reposted the video from this past September on my channel where JR and I did the drink challenge, hitting every casino downtown. And he's like, "Oh, look, I'm still wearing my shoes." So yeah, that was good.
Yeah, that was
I think it was the year before that he actually lost his shoes, though. You were with him, right? Where did you last see those shoes? On his feet?
I wasn't aware he lost his shoes until like I came home and heard the stories about it. But I think that was the night that we all that was, I think, the night that was your birthday, and then we went to Stage Door.
And on Stage Door.
It was broad daylight by the time we left.
Keno Candy has never been on a cruise, Anastas. Maybe she'll want to join you on one of your epic cruises. Keno's too cheap to take Candy on a cruise. Or sorry, frugal. Keno's too frugal.
Well, the way I, as far as the frugality calls, I have no idea what I just said. As far as frugality goes, so I looked at it, and I basically used my all-inclusive stays that I like to do down in Mexico as kind of the comparable, because all your food and drink is included. I mean, the cruises usually will end up coming out more expensive, but it's a much different experience. But for what you get, they seem, as long as you're smart shopping, it seems to be a great deal.
Candy, laugh out loud. We will maybe next year. Candy, you need to get Keno to do the tier match. You guys can get a free cruise. All you have to pay is the extras. That's what Liz and I did. We matched our MGM Gold with what was the one I went on?
Carnival,
celebration. Yeah. So.
Yeah, see, the thing is, I mean, I know you didn't take the drink package, and that's one of the see, the thing is, like, when I did the this is on Princess, my first cruise here, they have like the Princess Plus package, which includes the drink package, but it also includes your Wi-Fi, but it also includes your gratuity for which most of the cruise lines are charging between like $15 and $18 per day. So when I broke it down, it really came down to, was I going to drink $30 of alcohol per day?
Right.
And it was kind of a no-brainer to take it at that point.
Yeah, yeah. Spooky Peg. Hello, you two. Just came up to the room for a quick coffee. That moved. Must get back down to Luxor slots. The drinks are flowing. Then what are you doing drinking a coffee?
Yeah.
You know what, though? When I went on that cruise, because the usually you have to gamble so much in their casinos to get free drinks, right? Unless you have the drink package. But I felt like since I had the comp drinks in the casino, the drink package didn't have as much value. So that's kind of why we did that. But I think next time I definitely would get the drink package.
Yeah, it's, I mean, it all comes down to just you do the basic math and whether it's going to work for you.
Yeah.
As far as your question, Steph, about why do you have, if you're not going to drink, then you don't have to get the package. I mean, you can go in and not buy the package, so you wouldn't have to. And hey, Kathy, Spooky Peg, good to see you here. I have to message you as far as what my dates and itinerary are in England next month.
Yeah, so we got Destiny in here now. How's it going, Destiny? Hope you had a good trip to Vegas. Let's see here. What else is going on in chat? Oh, Kissy Cat. I like the videos on you. Oh shit! What happened? Oh, you also can bring 2 bottles of wine on board. I think that 1 bottle per person. So if you're interested in bringing wine on, I don't think Anastas is a wine drinker.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't drink wine. I've tried. It just won't take. Wine and sushi just won't work.
Tips and Tricks says Destiny barely lived through her trip.
Oh man, sounds like a fun trip.
That's the way you do Vegas.
Good luck, Kathy.
Yeah, so let's talk about September a little bit, since most people here are interested in Vegas. Where are you staying?
I am staying at Paris and Wynn. And I'll be coming in on Sunday the 3rd. I tried like hell to come in on Saturday the 2nd, but it's a holiday weekend. I couldn't find a comp anywhere, and the best paid I could find was, I think it was like $70 at Excalibur plus resort fees, and that just wouldn't have worked for me. So yeah, I'll be in Paris for 4 nights. Then I double booked Wynn for my last 2 nights, and technically last day and a half because I'm taking a red eye home.
Cool. Cinnamon Girl says Paris is trash, but Cinnamon thinks any Caesar's property is trash. Love you, Cinnamon. And she also says you can switch out booze for the wine. I know how to sneak it on. There's a lot of, have you watched some of those videos, Ryan, where people are sneaking on booze?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen it, and you know, it's, I mean, it's a risk.
Personally,
I know
booze in Canada is expensive, so if I did like those rum runners or whatever they're called, that would be very expensive for me to lose it trying to get on board. So it wasn't worth the risk.
Yeah, I mean, and they've got people that, because you can usually bring on a certain number of like bottled water and stuff, and people are putting vodka. I mean, I don't know. It's, you know, at best, you snuck some booze on board. At worst, they catch you, and ban you from the cruise. So, I mean, they would probably just confiscate it, but
we got Coco. We got Coco in here. Sorry, Nick is here. What's up, boys? How's it going? Vegas to Cali shampoo bottle full of vodka. But you know what? If you booked a cruise and it includes your drink package, you don't have to worry about any of that stuff. So that's probably the way to go.
Plus, well, for this particular cruise, I have a bunch of onboard credit as well, which I need to spend up.
When you book cruises, like the one, even the one I did, we got $200 credit because you have put down a $200 deposit. And I just used that for, before the trip, you could actually order beer and stuff cheaper to the room. So I had like, I don't know, 12 Coronas or something waiting in the room for when I got on the boat.
Yeah.
So that was kind of cool.
Yeah, I could order like wine or had like but I couldn't order beer, and I could order water, which I did. I ordered, I think, 6 liters of water, just so I always had it in my room.
Okay. Tom and Mindy, get a bra that fills with booze.
Well,
Main Farmer says it's past his bedtime. And JR is talking about the September trip. Let's see here. Probably the 3rd through the 8th at Park MGM / Planet Hollywood. I love Planet Hollywood. That's now probably one of my favorite properties. So,
yeah, I haven't. I mean, it was one of my favorite to play in for a while. I feel like I haven't spent a lot of time there recently in recent trips.
Kissy Cat, were y'all getting hustled for tips and reminded constantly? I don't know what she's talking about. Is she talking about Vegas or on the cruise? There was no issues with people. Okay. So no, there was no situation where we were being bothered on the cruise. Main Farmer, what time is it in Canada? 10:37.
Are you there at the same time as us, Cinnamon?
Yeah, what are your dates, then? She's at Luxor. Pray for me.
Yeah,
I'm going to be at the Horseshoe with Ashley and Colin. Or I'm drawing a blank. What's his name? Ashley and what's his name? And not in the same room, obviously. But yeah. PJ is going to be at Mandalay Bay the 3rd to the 8th. Carson, that's it. How could I forget Carson's name? Ryan, what are you drinking tonight?
Miller Lite.
Cinnamon says she's got to come to her bestie's birthday. Yeah. She's September 5th through the 8th.
Okay.
Vegas Legacy. Adjoining rooms. Duh. Yes, we will be in adjoining rooms. And we're going down to the pool to play some cornhole. So... I think Lee's going to be staying at Paris when you're there, right? Anastas?
I believe so. Yeah, I think he switched from Horseshoe over to Paris.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, he's like me. He's just trying to click the check boxes, get all the properties done. After Paris, that'll just leave Link as my only Caesars property left to stay at.
Main Farmer says you guys have to check out the Brook Casino in Seabrook, New Hampshire. That's a stop for Anastas, not for pennies.
The Yeah, I haven't heard of that one. I'll have to pull it up and take a look at it. Hey, are Lisa and Drew still on here? Yeah, they are. You guys heading down to Mohegan when the Vlogfather hits town?
Yes, who is all going to go and try and meet up with the Vlogfather on his trip across America? I know Beer Store Dude and I are going to try and go see him, and Hidden Jackpots as well. We're all going down to Seneca in Niagara Falls, so that should be cool.
The Main Farm, was that the old Rochester? I think it was dog track. I think it was Rochester.
L&D says he hasn't heard of it either. Nick says Gustav's Bar at Paris is great. Cinnamon's going to meet the Vlogfather in Southern California, Harris.
Is Gustav's, is that the one with the like tacky white decor, or is Gustav's the one where like the lounge, like the bands play? And sorry for calling it tacky white if that's why you like it.
When's your next trip out to Vegas, Steph?
Oh, it's the casino bar? Okay.
Pennies for Vegas. When are you coming to Mass to visit Anastas? I'll see him in September. Once a year is good.
That's true. There's not much around me to
Nick Knack videos. How's it going, dude? Everyone follow Nick Knack. He just was in Vegas like a week ago, dude. So he's got some new videos out.
Nice. So now when does I noticed it's been so long since anything was posted on Camp Penny's. When does that open up? And
that's gonna open up mid-May, so we're almost a month out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's been a while. Maine Farmer. It's a 5-hour drive to Montreal.
Yeah, that's about what it is for me. Every year I think I'm gonna head, but like this year I actually have all of my vacation time already committed for the rest of this year.
You got all your vacation time committed for 2024.
Yeah. Oh no, not for 2024. I have thoughts about.
But you started booking stuff for 2024.
Well, hey, if you're offered a free cruise, then you book it. And I couldn't fit it into 2023, and it had to be by March of next year. So I found the perfect spot for
it. Vegas Legacy and Liz's cooking videos. Can't wait for Camp Penny's. Appreciate that. What's her name? Ashley. And yeah, JR can't wait for this September for his birthday spankings.
Who's volunteering for the spankings?
Oh, that's Ashley. Yes, Ashley.
Oh, okay.
You haven't met Ashley.
Probably not. No, I haven't met a lot of.
No. This September you will.
Folks. Oh no.
But yes, we are looking forward to Camp Penny. Should be a lot of fun. Yeah. So, Nick,
Yeah,
who has better drink service, Horseshoe or Planet Hollywood, in your guys' opinion?
Oh, in
I
my
really haven't played
experience,
slots at either spot too much, so I wouldn't know.
yeah, I don't. I played very little slots at Planet Hollywood. Um, I would say just aesthetically speaking, Planet Hollywood is much higher, but yeah, I don't even think I played a lot at Horseshoe, as far as needing drink service. I used to play a lot at the tables at Planet Hollywood, when you could still find like somewhat decent games, and they had good drink service.
Yeah, the bars at Planet Hollywood usually work out well for me, though.
Mhm.
Just going there and sitting down. Drink service is pretty solid, both places. But yeah. Um, where do you find the best drink service though on the strip? For me, it's Cromwell. Those girls
Uh,
are
Yeah, Cromwell has been pretty good, and they seem to be better at once they know someone is playing. Um, there are some places where it takes forever, but once they know you're there, then they come around more often. Um, but ag- again, it's another one of those situations where I don't play a lot on the strip. And it's so it's hard for me to really gauge. I'll say Win is one of those places as well. It seems like it takes a while to get the first drink, but then yeah, once you get that first drink. But that being said, I have a favorite machine at Win, and it just so happens to be like on the dividing line between two separate waitress
oh nice.
sections.
Yeah,
So a lot of times that's a bad spot just because they don't
right.
make it to the very edge. So a little of that's my fault. Well, it's their fault for putting my favorite machine on the dividing line.
Ashley 60 spanks, Johnny boy. Wow. That would hurt my hand.
Yeah.
Tom and Mindy are talking about Win. Win has always been pretty solid for me too. Tips and Tricks says Win and Encore can be epic.
Yeah.
Cromwell needs
Yeah.
to bring back the cheap drinks and weenie deal.
Yeah, I haven't even looked at what they have on offer at that little snack bar since they don't do the hot dog
Yeah,
and drink.
Barbary dogs. That was JR's best tip ever.
Mm.
$5 for 3 hot dogs.
Right.
Cromwell.
The
Vegas Legacy. I would love to stay at Win.
yeah,
Pretty epic.
it's I jumped on an offer I got, and I don't even know. I think it was probably just like a teaser offer to get me in the door, but ever since then, I probably degened a little there, but ever since then, I basically get 2 night offers with $100 in free play and $100 in resort credit, which works out well for the way I do my schedule my trips.
All right. I'm going to grab a beer. You can entertain them for a few minutes, Ryan.
Oh, geez, you might lose a few. Uh, all right, sport. I have Nick Otten. I've actually never gambled a penny in Bellagio, believe it or not. I honestly, I don't even really like walking through there when I have to use it as a cut through. I don't know what it is. I still have to stay there to check it off my list, but yeah, I've never bet a single dime in Bellagio. Yeah, no, I still have not been to Encore Boston yet. Um, it's it it's definitely something I want to do, um, and I'll fit it in. I'm not sure when, but I'm gonna fit it in. Any plans for Sep? Well, yeah, you know I'm coming to Vegas for September, John. But that's the only thing I have planned for September. I'm not sure if there should be anything else. Then I have a break between trips.
All right. So what's going on?
Okay. Everyone was talking about you behind your back.
Oh, okay. Those bastards. Did you answer tips and tricks?
Yeah, I kind of I was wondering if he was looking for something else, but yeah, I mean, I said he knows I'm coming to Vegas in September, so.
Have you stayed at the Cosmo, Tom and Mindy? We didn't like the casino. See, most people actually say they like the casino at Cosmo.
As they say that, I'm going back to your other question. See, I have not been at Cosmo since MGM took it over, but I will say Cosmo probably had the best drink service all the times I've gone there. Never had to wait long, and they were always coming back quickly. And I liked playing there. I have no idea what's changed since MGM took over.
I don't really think much. I think the machines are still pretty much the same. Mm-hmm. I did a walkthrough video through there, and it looked pretty similar to what it always has been. Oh, Jared wants to know if you've done anything you haven't done before.
I really haven't looked into it yet. It's kind of hard because I know your birthday is the 6th and Mark's is the 5th. So I figure that will tie up some time. What I did I did notice like I said in Penny's walkthrough video, I did see the sign and noticed that the free concert at Fremont Street is it is, what is it, Men at Work, Rick Springfield.
Oh yeah, the 3 concerts.
And someone else will be on Fremont Street on the Saturday that I arrive, so I may head downtown to see that.
I thought you just said you weren't coming on the Saturday.
It was Sunday. I think it was September 3rd, so Sunday, yeah. Sorry. My bad.
Colin says, I wasn't talking about you behind your back. I was waiting for you to come back. Nick says drink service is still top notch there. And Colin also says Cosmo hasn't changed yet. So seems like Cosmo's still pretty good.
Yeah, no, I've never gotten one of those souvenir Eiffel Tower drinks. I've only like twice gotten any of those big frozen like drinks. Once was from when you're going from Mandalay Bay towards Luxor, one of the very first spots you pass. And I did that because I was going on like a full strip walk, but that was probably 7 years ago now. The other time was with Mark when we went and got the 2-for-1 pina coladas or whatever from Tuscany,
Yeah.
and that it's just too much sugar. It's not the alcohol; it's all the sugar.
That almost killed. Last trip, I got the sword drink from Excalibur. That was pretty cool.
Oh and, yeah.
I've got the Eiffel Tower up over here. But yeah, Liz collects them, so it's usually her drink because I'm not me. So yeah, guys, we're 55 minutes into this. I wanted to try and keep it to an hour or so. So if you have any last questions before we end this, Ryan's got to get to bed early. He's going on his cruise tomorrow.
Well, I'm making my way to Fort Lauderdale tomorrow.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Okay. I'm flying out of Worcester for the first time tomorrow.
So your cruise leaves on Saturday?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought
so
most of them left on Sunday.
Using a small, smaller airport, but no, I think it's a good mixture of just there's so many ships. I don't think they'll all fit if they tried to all debark on the same day or embark, whatever.
Tom, didn't Mindy get you a sword drink last year? No, she did not. Hashtag God damn you, Mindy. Or damn you, Mindy. Or whatever it is.
Wow.
Yeah.
Rude.
Mindy's mean to me.
I'll do my best, Nick.
Mark, Ryan, always fun chatting with you guys. Have fun and be safe. Stay drunk.
Yeah. I'll do my best. This is my first beer since I returned from. Well, actually, no. My second since I returned from Vegas in February.
Wow. Sober Ryan over
there. Not exactly. Just incorporated a little vodka into my life. Trying to be like John.
JR is your hero, isn't he? Tips and tricks. That Mindy is a handful. We could dig deeper into that comment, but I'm just going to leave it at that.
Oh man, I thought it was bad enough last time I was in Vegas with you. Now I don't know if we'll get half a block before people start shouting your name. Pennies, pennies.
Nebuchadnezzar says, enjoy your cruise in Anastas. Beer works like Dramamine? No sea biscuit. Oh.
Dramamine, yeah.
Dramamine.
All right, I'll take that prescription then.
My next Vegas trip is July. Mindy is very sweet. Tips and tricks says hashtag on the vodka. Will Vegas be safe with you and JR there at the same time in September, both on the vodka? Or will you be on the beer come September?
No, I'll be on the beer. I've found that vodka doesn't work well for me in Vegas. There nothing good can come of that.
Eleanor, thoughts on stage door post banning? So I've been back. It's cool. It doesn't seem to have the same vibe to me as it did maybe a few years back, but still $1 Budweisers can't be beat.
Yeah, the thing from my stage door always seems like it depends on what night you get there and
who the
the
bartender is.
clientele
Yeah.
and all of that. It's it can be hit or miss.
Right.
Except it's always good pricing if you like Budweiser.
Tom says Mindy is very sweet as far as you know. L&D, Pennies for Vegas, will you be celebrating Cinnamon's birthday with her? Yeah, I will be there during Cinnamon's birthday, so that should be interesting. And yeah, man, I think we're going to wrap it up right here. So anything you want to add?
No, just thanks everyone that came to hear us. You know,
our rambling.
Yeah. I mean, it's not so much drunk. I didn't do a lot of pre-gaming for this one, so but yeah, no, it's good. I haven't seen all the people I hadn't seen in the chat for a while, and some of the new people, and you know, like I said, it's my intention to start putting some stuff back out there. But I can't promise because I've been known to not come through. But we'll see, and hopefully within the next couple weeks, I'll have something.
All right, guys. So we will see if Anastas does his vlogs, and yeah. So all right, dude. We'll talk to you later. Right. We're gonna end it here.
All right. Thanks.
All right. Later, guys.